one and all. So as promised, this is going to be sort of officially, it's not day 2 he's been with me, so quick update. You'll see Dexter, first day of me yesterday. Generally we switched him off about 8 o'clock, so what I did is I shut my patio doors and I left him to just had to chill, and he fell asleep. Last night around about 10:15, let them out for a wee. They both had a dehydrated rabbit here before bed. I said bedtime, as I always have done with my dogs, and never heard nothing from him all night. I came down this morning at about, it was up early, so about 5, let them both out for a wee, made a coffee. They were both back on their beds, slept till 6:30, then had another coffee, and then we fed them. Anyway, so for those who followed my things yesterday, you all know that this is one of the problems, this pull-in. So when he was in the rescue, because they're restricted on time, he was getting an hour's run in the morning, and he was getting a 20-minute stroll at night. He's not going to get an hour's run with me. So they were giving him, say, 100 minutes a day. With me, he's going to get, like today, he's going to get 3, but maybe 4 20-minute sessions. He'll definitely get 3. The 4th session might just be a walk with Bill where he's on the long line, just to let him sort of decrease a little bit before bed. This first 20-minute session is going to be some heel work. It's going to be 10 minutes of heel work up and down his path, and then I'm going to also get him in the garden, do a little bit of retrieval work with a tennis ball, see what he's like, just have a bit of fun. So I'm not going to do just heel or just a tennis ball. It's going to be a bit of both. The next session at dinner time will be more heel work, and I might introduce the whistle, a little bit of a sit whistle, but we'll see how we get on. But I'm not going to video the whole whole 4 sessions. You can see how he pulls. Look. And this is what he's like all the time. So we're going to start some training, and I'll video it, and we will see where we're at in about 10 minutes. See how we get on, and then we'll come back to you. I might even get this on there. So my goal is to get from this post to that lamp post without him pulling me. But we'll come back. Apologise, I said 10 minutes. We've done 90 seconds. What do you think of this? Let's have a look. Dexter, heel. Good boy. Good boy. Good lad. Yeah, good boy. Not bad, eh? We're going to keep going. I'll come back to you again in a minute. So now I'm just going to try and get to the end of this bit straight and back. If we get there and back, I may even stop at that and then go in and do some ball work, because I want to just do this little and often with him. He's sort of nose heel, but he's a typical spaniel. He's almost like in the starting blocks. But give it a go. Okay, Dexter, heel. So there we go, people. Good boy. That is 4 minutes from when I started, I think, roughly, but I haven't got a proper watch on, as in I didn't look at the time when I started. But that now will be every time, but we'll see how we get on. So I'll come back to you. Let him off. Good boy. Come on. He's busy. So to start with, I'm just going to try and do this in camera view. I'm rubbish with technology, but try not to this is in camera view. Dexter, hold it. Good boy. Dexter, come. Good boy, come here. Come. Oh, that will be. Good boy. Good boy. Come on. Come on. Come here. Yeah, good lad. Come here. Good boy. Come here. Come here. Next. Come here. Good boy. Yeah. Drop. Good boy. So as you can see, he will retrieve, but he sort of has this little game. So I'm not going to worry about that for this morning. But this afternoon I'm going to play the same game, but on a long night. So when he picks it up, I'm going to bring him straight into me, and I'm going to fuss it. I'm going to do that until he gets it, and we'll drop one, and we'll build him up. I appreciate the angle's probably crap. Yeah, we're just going to play this game. Come on. Good boy. Let's go. Yay, good boy. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Good boy. Come on. Come on. Come on then. Good lad. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Yes. What's this? What's this here? 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 Good boy. Good boy. Come on. Come on. Doesn't matter. Come on. Yeah. 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 Come on. Sit. Drop. Drop. Good boy. So yeah, a little bit of a leave it. Leave it. Leave it. A little bit of bouncy. It's my ball, not yours. Sit. Leave it. Good boy. So yeah, he's a little bit, he's keen, but then he wants to play with it. So all we got to do is keep that keenness. I don't want to take that out of him. We need to keep the keenness, but make him understand. He goes out, he brings it back, we play. When he messes about, he waits. So the game's now not going to play. Away. So we're going to give him a little 30-second break. And what I'll do, whilst he's out here, I'll go and get the long line, and I'll just show people how we just transform it as best I can. Again, apologise, it's quite sunny. I don't know if you're going to capture all this. So, if I get a dog from 8 weeks old, rarely, only one of my dogs ever, have I had to use a long line. But because he's 10 months and he's had no input, obviously I'm chasing my tail a little bit. Where's Dexter? Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. It's lovely to have the lead on now. Okay. So we've got the line. I'm only going to do one, then I'm going to stop for this, and then I'm going to come back to you all this afternoon with some different stuff, otherwise you'll all switch off. Some people say, oh no, we'll watch all of it, but there's a lot of people that probably don't. Let's try it again. So, Dexter, come. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah, good boy. So now we've got it, we can just stroke him. He can have it. He can have it. I've got him by the collar. Good boy. See what he does when he gives it up. Drop. Leave it. Sit. Sit. As you can see, he's not a fan of sitting either, but we'll work on that. Sit. 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 Wait. Good boy. Dexter, come. Good boy. So just bring him into me like this. Good boy. Let him hold it. Fussing him. Yeah, you can jump up on me for now, I don't care. Just want him to hold it. So then I get by the collar. Good boy. Just put my hands under his chin. Drop. Good boy. Good boy. Leave it. wants a ball, he wants to play, he wants to retrieve, he wants to have fun, he wants to do all of these things. Simply bend it down. Oh, Dexter. So the last bit I do, there's no ball now, so I've also got to build up a little bit of a bond with him. So Dexter, this way. Just tap my leg. Just let him, he doesn't have to look at me, just do what he wants. Just going to walk around my garden. This way. Boy. Just want him to follow me, because at the moment, out on a walk, he's on a long line. By the weekend I want to get him this way, good boy, off the long line. So I want him to understand that as long as he stays by me, look, he can just chill out, he can be a dog, he can, look, he's focusing because he wants the ball. But that's why I won't play too much ball, because with that drive he will demand the ball, and then he'll ruin it, and he'll just try and steal everyone's ball. He probably would now, if he was out where it feels in trouble, he'd probably go for it. The idea is in a few weeks time he won't, but we just got to take our time with him. Good boy, come on, this way, good lad. And this is like nothing heavy, he's just literally, I'm just walking around my garden like I've had too many beers, if only I had. It's 20 past 10 in the morning, and I'm just getting him to follow me. Next, this way, good boy, because that's what I want him to do. And they say he's a little bit jumpy at times, but to be fair to him, from where he was jumping to what he is now, I think that's about the 5th time this morning he's done it, whereas yesterday he probably did it 10 times in the first 20 minutes. So now I'm not going to say anything to him, I'm just going to walk. As always, like I say to everyone, keep your sessions short. Like to him, he's going, I have no idea what's going on, but it seems all right. He doesn't know what it takes being trained. Sit. Sit. Good sit. Good sit. Good boy. Okay, break. So with sit, he will sit. Sometimes you've got to force him, other times you don't. When there's more of a distraction, you've got to force him. But as you say, well, it's very early days. So the rest of my lessons today with him, so just to reiterate, when I used to get a puppy, I used to take 2 weeks off work. So the first 2 weeks I'm with that dog non-stop. Dexter, he's a bit older, so I've taken 5 days off. In those 5 days, we're going to really get some basics into him, which is why you can have 3 or 4 sessions a day. Come Sunday, when I've got lessons, private lessons, he's going to get probably 2 or 3 lessons, maybe some longer, maybe some shorter. And by that point we'll have, you know, heel's probably at 40% now, maybe 50. So you know, I'll still do it, but it'll be less. Things like I'll put the lead on here, and he'll learn about not pulling me through that gate. Same as like open the back of the truck. The moment sometimes he'll come out, sometimes he'll wait. We'll teach him that he has to wait till he's called. So all these things. I mean, I've got 4 weeks with him initially. But he's and we'll see where we are in 4 weeks. It's a decision that me and the lady from the rescue got to have. He's got the potential. If he fails, if he doesn't get it, or there's something he's like, it won't be his fault, will it? It'll be mine. But the way I see it is, I don't particularly, I wouldn't want to hand him back, because I've already got a really nice little bond with him. But the other side of it is, if I had to, because he just didn't have that, what we're looking for, or what I need in a gun dog, then obviously somebody's going to get a very well trained pet, because he's going to go back trained for the basic household pet. He'll recall, he'll sit, and he'll walk to heel. Anyway, next, this way, good boy. Don't know why you do it. Does everybody else do that? Shorten their dog's name. He's called Dexter, I call him Dex. Billy's called Billy, I calls him Bill. Why do I do it? I don't know. Anyway, I'll stop for this morning, otherwise you're all going to get bored of me talking, and we'll I'll come back to you this afternoon where I'm going to do exactly the same, but I'm probably going to do it somewhere different, a different location, a little bit more distraction, and a little bit more sun. So it is 20 to 2, so that's about 3 hours after the morning session. As you can see, I've got the camera on my head this time, just because. So got Dex, so we're going to just see how much he remembers from this morning. I'm going to unlock the side gate and I'm going to open it and I'm going to step back and see what he remembers. So he's not come back to me, but he's not pulling me, so I'm happy with that. So he understands he can't pull. Dexter, heel. Good boy. Heel. I'm still trying to really work out the best way to get these sessions in. I don't know whether to first thing in the morning just put him on a long line and take him over the field with Bill and let him run him, like as in it's harder at the moment because he's on a long line. But so as you see, I've said heel, and there's the lead. Now this will get a little bit harder, this heel work, as we get down here, because his nose is about to hit the floor. We set a little 10-minute, so I'm going to do 5 minutes with heel, and I've got the long line in my pocket, and I do 10 minutes on the long line, and I'm going to finish on 5 minutes with heel. So you've seen the heel this morning, so I'll come back to that in a bit. So we're on the field, he's walking nicely. Try and angle the camera down, but if you notice, he puts his nose down a lot. Now I know he's a spaniel and I know there's scent, but he's not going to learn anything with that nose on the floor, hence why I'm just popping the lead up. I want his head up and I want to pay attention to me. That's all I want to do. Let me take this off there. So now you see he's walking lovely, not even holding the lead. Let's pop that lead up. Beautiful. Oh, dropped it then. So just one like that. That's all I want him. I'm going to keep working at this and I'll come back to you. So we're now back. Got Dexter on the long line. So just probably didn't explain that very well. When I got him on a heel lead, I don't want his nose on the floor. I want his head up. I want him to pay attention to me. When he goes onto the long line, I don't have a problem with his nose down, because theoretically, hopefully within 4 to 5 days time, his nose will be down off lead, but he'll be hunting by me. Because once he's off the lead, I want him to hunt. So that's when I want him to use his nose. So now he's on the long line. Dexter, this way. Good boy. So now his nose is straight down that, and he can go. So all I'm going to do with him is I'm going to do a pip for him to turn and follow me, like, and a tap on my leg like I did in the garden. And then I'm going to do a recall, which is going to be a pip, pip, pip. He's never done that. Dexter, this way. Good boy. So as soon as this lead, as soon as he gets to the end of the lead, we're going to be turning the other way. If he doesn't get the other end of the lead, we'll just keep going for now. But his nose will probably take over. But we'll see. It's just, he can hunt by me all he wants. This grass was only cut 2 days ago, so the amount of scent in there is blowing his brain. I don't have a problem with that. What I have a problem with is when he decides to put it down and go that way. Look, Dexter, that's right. Good boy. So just round by me is fine. Dexter, that's right. Good lad. Good boy. See, that time, because I'm trying to multitask, which people say I can't, I didn't even say anything. I just blew the whistle and he listened, so that's good. So watch now. Good boy. So going forward, this little pip is going to be his turn whistle, same as it is for Bill. I literally always do all my commands exactly the same for all my dogs. I don't change it. So you can do what you want, but this has always worked for me. So I'm going to keep going with this. I'm going to throw a recall in. But now we got like dog central over here. Thankfully I got my camera on. Dexter, this way. Come on. Good boy. Thankfully I got my camera on. Otherwise I'm sure we'd be in all sorts of bother. I don't know what they are over there. Some type of staffy, but I think they're muzzled, or one of them's muzzled. I don't know what they are up there. Dog's having a shit over there. So I assume he's going to pick that up. Yeah. So, good boy, come on. So I'm just going to, in a minute, I'm just going to throw a recall in. He isn't going to know it, but I'm going to do a verbal and I'm going to blow the whistle. And this is, it's like the sit whistle I'd introduce around feeding time. because he naturally sits anyway. So I'll start linking that with a whistle. We're just going to do one recall when he gets away from me, which he hasn't done at the moment, and see what he does. Same as in the garden. If he doesn't listen, I'm just going to pull the lead. Dexter, come. Good lad. But he's got to come into me, not like look at me and run on past. Sit. Doesn't like that sit unless there's sit. Doesn't like this sit unless there's food involved. Well, I don't use food obviously because I don't carry treats on a shoot. But now look, lead's loose. Come on out this way, good boy. Now he can move. So I'll come back to you in a bit when we get back onto the short lead, and I'll just show you how his heel's progressing, and I'll take the camera off my head because I'm sure the view's awful. Okay, so we've literally just finished with the long line. I don't know the other people with those dogs, but those two Stafford looking types, I have seen them over a few times, never really come across them. Don't really know the people. They're probably very nice people, but it just seems strange the moment they saw my head cam, they diverted and went away. So I'm assuming either the dogs aren't trained or they're not very friendly and they've been letting them out. I don't know. It's an assumption, which I won't make. Anyway, we've just done 10 minutes of this ways, some recalls. The last one where he sat now, unfortunately I couldn't press a button in time, and I did it this way. He went to the end of the lead, I recalled him, and then I blew the sit whistle, he sat as well. So, but hey, that was just a tester. But so now we're back to heel. So now he can't stick his nose down, he's got to walk nicely. Okay, heel. Good boy. So that putty dog from yesterday, that putty dog from yesterday, now look. Dexter, heel. Good boy. Good lad. So now we got some focus, because he's going to work out if he wants to come to this field, this is how he's got to walk. So let's try the old Crufts turn. No pressure on that lead. Eye contact. Heel. Good boy. Good boy. So his intelligence is there. He learns quick. And as the lady from the rescue told me, Judy, she said she hasn't had the time, and I don't blame her for anything. At the end of the day, she deserves all the praise, because without her, this dog would have been put to sleep, because kennels are full. So she saved his life, and I'm hopefully going to give him quality of life. That's how I see this. It's a team effort. Without Judy, I wouldn't have had the chance to have him, but now I've got him. I've got to take my time and I've got to make this work. But look, I will try and get the camera. I got a chest cam, I got it all set up a bit better, but just got to make him, he's still a tendency to put his nose down, but we'll sort that. Dexter, heel. Doesn't listen. Little pop my fingers. Good boy. It's just a very, I mean, this is 20 minutes. It's his second 20 minutes of the day. And I'm going to get bid out after and do 20 minutes with him, because he's had a run this morning. Tomorrow I'm going to take them somewhere different, back up to where a lot of my videos are made, at the beacon. So his nose will be different again, because there's pheasants and stuff like that. So but again, starting with 5 minutes heel, do 10 minutes this way and some recalls, and 5 minutes heel, and he goes back in the truck. Getting back out, it'll be 5 minutes heel, 10 minutes this way, recalls, 5 minutes heel, back in the truck. And it will just be that now every day. And when I'm no longer having to turn like I am at the moment, good boy, and he's walking head up and he's starting to focus, the heel work will slowly decline, and we'll start bringing in the turn. Like we got the turn whistle in, we'll start bringing in a bit of a sit whistle, maybe at a little bit of distance, but that's a long way off. Because it's on grass, this is why I'm having to keep just popping the lead up. As soon as I go up on this path, which I'll show you now. Right, so now we're on the path. But straight away, his head's up, nothing to tell. Good boy, heel. Good boy. Good boy. To be fair, so we're going to get all the way to this pillar that we never got to this morning. Dexter, heel. Didn't listen, so we go back the other way now. Little pop. So to be fair, he looks at Bill a lot for leadership. So because Bill walks nicely, I actually walked them together next to each other earlier, just from the truck back to the thing. But I may video a bit of a later session, but I may not, because it's all going to be very much the same. But if I don't, I will do another video on Saturday, which is going to be a big tester, because it's a private field I've got access to, and there's deer and rabbits and pheasants, so that's really going to test him. But at the moment, theoretically it's day one, but it's the second day he's been with me. In fact, it's probably no more than, it's not even 23 hours since I got him. We didn't get home till 3:15 yesterday, but he's eating his raw really nicely. We've weighed him this morning, so I know what we're doing, and we'll just keep working with him. But he's a lovely boy. He's happy, his tail's wagging, and he wants to please. And that's the time up. So if I don't speak to you all later, I'll speak to you Saturday. If I might do a little bit later, we might not. Anyway, you all have a good day.